Welcome, everyone, to the home of the war chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dope. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Noles will kick it away to start us off. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the visitors have nothing doing as they are greeted rudely on the opening play of the game. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to throw on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They're trying to crease them off the left tackle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Ready to fire from the pistol. Leaves it with the running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the tough?
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warwick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Fast motion from the offense. On second down, wants to throw. He caught it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, no!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Handoff to the lone back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
The give to the tailback. He breaks a tackle. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Wide out in motion. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play call? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. It's complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cardinal! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, and not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay a big difference.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Texas has a lead right now at Austin, but they've been in a dogfight so far and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over FIU. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really going to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And talking to the offensive coordinator before the game, he said, Jesse, I'm going to be aggressive. And they were aggressive right there. Flea flicker, trying to make the big play down the field, trying to create some momentum for this offense.
Well, the problem is sometimes with flea flickers is that if the primary target's not open, then there's nowhere to go with the football. And I think that's what happened on that play.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Got the back over the middle.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
And the Stanford offense will take over.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Handoff to the lone back. Still on his feet at the 45. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, Don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
To the ground with the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Stanford wants to push the pace. He'll try it again. Fights off a defender. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They run the reverse. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Wide receivers, running backs, you see them. They're interchangeable now. You see each playing different positions and handing the ball to wide receivers like you get here. You know, wide receivers are getting the ball more and more in space, but you're also trying to hand them the football so they can make some plays, get more touches, especially those good guys. Not a great game, but definitely a good job of getting the wide receiver involved in the run game.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll leave it with the lone back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Wide receiver shows motion. Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, 2nd and 3rd and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Unleashes one deep. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Stanford.
That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. Sends it downfield. Reels it in on the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown Seminoles.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
After that latest answer ties things up, just about set to kick it away again. Oh, he's going to take a chance. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. They were lucky to get him out of bounds. What a return as he almost took it for the touchdown. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And into the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cardinal.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting us.
Looking for a deep man. Makes the grab on the right. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll return it. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And that pass is intercepted. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stanford will boot it away to start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Motion from the offense. On second down, looking again to throw. This time it's complete. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes.
Snags it inside the 20. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now it's second and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Noles want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to pound their way in. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. And as they come to the line here, they're past. Touchdown, Noles! They take the lead with the 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown.
21.
Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Offensively, and are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. But right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They go to the ground. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the back. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Stanford quickly to the line. Going with the ground game left. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
3rd down, and this crowd will pull out a vocal cord to help this defense. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment, calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Power football with the run. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. Offense lining up quickly. They'll try to bully their way for the first. At the 40, there he goes. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. Give to the running back. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Florida State 28, Stanford 21.
First down to start the drive after the break. Inside the 30. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Got enough space. Touchdown Seminoles. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Going for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He's looking for a man on second down. And that pass picked off. Taking it the other way. The 20. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slides.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. Looking left. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 12 to Purdue. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond? Going over the top. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
First down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He finds his man. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Takes a hit as he fires. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. He's going to take off. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Seminoles are on the move. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Florida State! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. Getting set for the point after. Speed behind center cannot be stopped, and the defense really can't even contain it.
No, especially when the offensive coordinator knows how to use it. You got a quarterback that can run like this, use him early and often.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He's going to bring it out from deep. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man.
And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender. But the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. On second down, they'll take to the air.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Stanford wants to push the pace. Wants to throw on second down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Looking for more room. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
The number one objective for our defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
No No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They want that clock to run. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. From the 22 on 1st and 10. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Brings up second down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory.
Okay, ready?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And this one splits the uprights. And wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll go to the ground. And the ball's on the ground. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw. On the move to his left. Finds a crease at the 20. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll leave it with him. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.